got a special guest with me. My brother from another mother, literally. We're out here leaving the Homestead Bayfront Park. Got some rods on the boat again, so you already know there's gonna be another fishing video. So this time, hopefully my brother doesn't get too seasick or seasick at all. Let's see. And we're gonna see if we catch some fish today. It's not that sunny out today. It says it's 0 to 1 out there, or 1 to 2, let's say. So I would say 3 to 4 because it's usually off by a foot. But let's see what today brings. We're excited, we're ready to go. We got bait, we got rods, we got everything we need to catch fish. Now we just need to put them on the boat. So hopefully it's a good, successful trip. Nobody gets sick and we actually catch a lot of fish. Got anything to say?
There's definitely chunks coming through. I already feel it.
Chunks, and not from the one in the frozen in the back either. So let's see what happens. All right, I'm gonna catch you guys up when we get out there. Well guys, the weatherman was way off today. 2 to 3 my ass. It's about 3 to 4 maybe, with occasional 5. Look at this big one right here. I know the camera doesn't really do it justice, but that helps. He hasn't thrown up yet, so that's a good sign. But yeah, it's rough. I see no boats out here. Usually out here you see a bunch on the reef line, but there's nothing out here. No heroes, how they say. Whoa, that's a big one. Whoa. Alrighty, so we're anchored up. We're in about 49, about 50 feet of water. As you guys see, there is some kind of movement down there. It's pretty rough out here. We do got the Seakeeper going, so like that we're not rocking too much like that guy is over there. But yeah, we're pretty much on the line. We're anchored up already. I got the chum in the water, waiting for it to defrost. Then I also got back here our oats. Got some regular oats, put some water in there, mix it up. We're gonna pour in there to attract the yellowtail. They love this stuff. When they see this big cloud, look, there go the fish right there. They're pulling up. Here they go. The ballyhoop showed up. That's a good sign. It only took about 10 minutes or so. That's a good sign. Those are big ballyhoop too. So when the fish show up right here like this, I mean the chump's not even defrosted. I don't even know what they're getting. But as you guys see, they're already here. So usually when they show up, the yellowtail show up a little bit after. So that's a perfect sign. Like I said, I've been here 5 minutes and we already got some fish moving behind the boat. So we're gonna get the rods ready. I got a couple ready. There's a couple I want to rig up with the right way for yellowtail, which I use this small little sinker you guys see here, and I just free line it. You don't need any weight. You dump a little bit of oats out, and that's where you drop your line with the bait. And as the yellowtail get into the oats, the cloud of oats, as you guys can see, I'm gonna give you a little demonstration. You dump this out, and it creates a cloud effect. And as you see, all the fish start swarming in it. That's where you want to put your bait in there. As you free line that out, your bait's in there, the fish go in there, and your chances of getting a bite goes up. So catch you guys up once we start catching fish. This up, I haven't used this ballyhoop in forever, and this looks like the spider that bit Spider-Man. It has a little red mark on it.
Dude, no lie, I think that's a black widow.
It looks like a black widow.
That's crazy as fuck.
Well, it's gonna be bait now. Oh, never
Oh,
mind.
shit.
It's gonna die. We ain't getting bit. They all pull up. Kevin the well. This is gonna be our first deep drop bait.
First one of the day. Here we go.
Value, baby. Oh, first fish on the boat. Not what I was looking for, but caught his ass. Use him for bait.
2 hours later.
Hey, spear fishing? Usually I'll tell them to get out of our chum line and all that, but we just switched spots and we just got here and really we don't have much going on yet. He's got tying up the drag so he doesn't keep putting out. They got some divers here. We weren't catching anything anchored up at the reef, so we're gonna try trolling. We're here trolling over April Fools and the Dog Millie. You could actually pick it up here. That's a sunken ship where a bunch of fish hang out. But we just, right before I started recording, we had a fish break our line, so we're coming for round 2. Set it up again and I'll try to see if we can get that same fish or a different one, something. We can't go home empty-handed.
After trolling for about another hour or so, we decided to call it quits. The ocean was getting rougher and rougher by the hour. We hadn't had any breakfast or lunch. We had been out there since about 9 in the morning. It was already close to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And like I said, we were already tired, beaten up from the waves, and especially hungry. So we made our run all the way back into Sanskrit to have somewhere to actually make lunch without the rocking of the ocean bothering us. Once here at Sanskrit, one thing I noticed right away was that the current was very strong, more so than I usually see when I come here. It was due to the tide that was rising at that moment. I wanted to get in between these two boats, but as you guys see, the current, I'm not even using my engines, is pushing me very quick. And my biggest concern was running into the black boat here next to me. I set up my back anchor so my boat does not swing around towards other boats, as you're about to see happen right now. Thank goodness for waterproof phones, because I had totally forgot to take mine out before I jumped in. As you guys can see, I was way too close for comfort to the boat in front of me. So I got the back anchor and started pulling it away so I'm not so close. After pulling the back anchor away a little bit, I noticed that the problem was that my front anchor was a little too close to the boat in the front. So I set my back one and I jumped to the front to separate the boat a little bit from the front. As you guys can see, I was kind of struggling by myself pulling the front anchor because the current was really strong that day. But my brother jumped out, grabbed the other side of the rope, and we were able to get nice and away from the boat next to us to get our nice anchor spot. And just like that, we anchored up at a nice spot away from other boats, and we could actually start and have lunch now.
All right, guys, you know where I'm at. Sands Cut. Here at the sandbar. We struck out big time, bro.
No chunks today.
No chunks, but no fish.
But no fish.
So I'd rather have the chunks and then some fish. A little bit of chunks and then a little bit of fish. But it was unsuccessful. It wasn't for lack of trying. We went to 3 different spots. We tried trolling, him bringing it in. We thought we were caught up on some seaweed. He brought it in and it actually snapped the minute the fish got it that he pulled. He didn't have the, what was it, the drag on, and it broke. Well, but at least we tried. We really did try. But now we're here at Sands Cut. We're gonna have some lunch, hang out, relax, get in the water, contemplate about how many fish we didn't catch. But it is what it is. Fishing is like that, guys. I've gone to the same spot using the same tactics, doing the same thing, and no matter what we did or what we tried, it wasn't happening. But yeah, so we're gonna have some lunch. I'll catch you guys up. And hey, we're still out on the water, right? It's better than being at home doing shit.
A lot better, bro.
So here we go. We're gonna have some lunch and catch you guys up. And just like that, lunch is prepared. A little bit of Cuban bread, ham, cheese, mayonnaise, and you're good to go.
Shout out to Miami Living 305. They on the way up, brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you. You came out with the family?
Yeah, of course, my girl's parents.
And what do you guys have? What is that, a cobia?
Cobia 25. I have a 21 Hughes.
A 21 Hughes?
They have a 25 Cobia. A 24 Cobia.
Oh, it's nice. It looks brand new. Sounds good, bro.
What's your Instagram?
You got it. You want to shout out your Instagram?
Montano 2000. Hit me up, brother.
Perfect. Now.
If you guys have been enjoying this video so far, I'm going to ask you to please hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. As the evening wore on, it was time to leave. So I picked up my back anchor first, then jumped aboard so my brother can go to the front and pick up the front anchor. As my brother started to pick up the front anchor, I went ahead and lowered the motors, started them like that. As soon as he took out the anchor completely, we wouldn't drift back into any other boats, and we can use the motors to go ahead and get out.
Yeah, about to head back to Homestead. We couldn't catch any fish. We caught one fish only, which was the long skinny one you guys saw, but other than that we didn't catch nothing. This only happened to me maybe one time. Gone to the same spot 5-10 different times using the same method, always come back full of fish, and today it just happens. It's one of those days. What can you say? It happens very few, but it does happen even to the best fishermen. So we took a big L today, but we still had a good time. Haven't seen each other in a couple years, so it's nice to rekindle and catch up. We ate some sandwiches, talked a couple crap, and these guys are just getting to the party today. Took a big L, ain't we?
Big L. We didn't catch nothing today. We've been planning this trip for a while too. But,
how long?
Like,
a day?
Probably like 12 hours.
12 hours. Yeah, so this trip was out of nowhere, but like I said, we still try to make the best of it, and it just didn't happen, bro. It wasn't for us the lack of trying. We went to 3 different spots. We got a big bite right in front of us, and it broke the line, and that was as close as we got to.
It's one of those days that you feel the energy is just a little bit off.
Exactly.
And that's it. Like, it just didn't work out.
Exactly.
It's all right.
But like I said, this is way better than being at home any day. And tomorrow's Father's Day, so we're gonna eat a lot of food. I don't really drink, but you wanna make some beers for me? My name?
A couple rum and cokes.
A couple rum and cokes, there we go. And yeah, I'm gonna head back now, and not feeling too sad because I got some good drone footage I've been trying to get for a while. And I didn't have anybody to drive the boat while I did the drone, and finally I trusted him enough to take over the wheel while I can concentrate on the shots. So you guys are gonna enjoy that, I'm sure, if you haven't already seen it at this point in the video. But yeah, here we go. Alrighty guys, we made it here to the marina, safe and sound. Now we gotta load it up on the trailer. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, all that good stuff. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Even though we didn't catch some fish, we had a good time and we made the best of it. Any parting words?
YNG Twan on Instagram.
For those of you that are still here watching the video, I have a couple bonus clips of me docking here at the Homestead Marina. I know on YouTube, a lot of popular videos I see are of people having fails at boat ramps. So I wanted to show you guys how I do it. Full disclaimer, I do have a joystick, but I do not use it here in this moment since it was kind of easy, not much wind, in docking the boat today. The boat in front of me was having trouble with his trailer, so in this case I used the joystick and just slid right over to the left hand side.